Okay, V-E-E. Okay. Peep this out, bro. Okay, peep this out.
Imagine you're an
Drake.
Salute to this guy. I'll make sure to leave a link to this video down below in the description. But we got to talk about it, man. Because this is a little weird. This is some crazy shit.
Drake.
I don't think Drake killed the man, but look, that boy Drake was definitely sending shots about this man. Like you know, we see here and here like Chicago rappers, they talk about smoking on the ops and smoking on this dead person and this and that, right? And I gotta say, bro, Drake do the same thing. He just makes it a little bit more polished. This dude Drake, bro, listen to this, and you can't tell me this wasn't shots directly thrown at this man X.
Is among a list of rappers potentially appearing as witnesses in the murder trial of South Florida rapper XXXtentacions.
This is a straight up crazy accusation, but is there truth to it? The first thing you have to consider is Drake has a massive monopoly on the music industry along with massive...
Bro, this Drake right here, look at Drake back then, bro. That man looking crazy, bro.
Well, he could go independent, he would destroy the industry. That's just the truth. And anyone who feels like he's a threat to either his image or safety could potentially get wiped in a heartbeat. And anyone with that much influence and
hit that like button, man. We got 67 in the building. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Hey, throw some chitlins at your boy's neck too, so I can make sure it works. I gotta make sure my chitlins working on this thing, man. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not. Let me see. Let me make sure. I got an old donation from Big Money Sonny out here. Let me just check it.
Ooh,
okay, it does work.
That pussy popping on the
I just need to make sure that works,
handstand.
man. And Big Money Sonny.
Come on, bro, let us know. Was pistol to your head you? My fault if you already covered this. It's funny though.
Wait, that was not 20 days ago? God damn. Nah, it wasn't me.
Dovey as they seem, we shouldn't underestimate the connections. But to understand these crazy accusations, let's rewind to 2017. Drake had previewed his song KMT. And instantly, X was like, this MF completely stole my...
So this is where it all started.
No ifs.
This is all where it started from. Basically, X had accused Drake of copying his flow, which, you know, kind of, Drake's known for that.
No, but he stole my flow. So he took this to Twitter and basically called the fuck out of Drake. He called him a pussy, said his career was going to be over, and then went at his mum. Drake then decides to deny all of this.
And I'm seeing all this on my IG under like some random picture of people being like, you took this kid's flow or whatever, right? So I'm just like, yo, what's happening to me right now, you know? So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to read, like, figure out who they're talking about. I find out who they're talking about.
Is this the extension guy?
I don't even think that's how you say his name. But yeah, that's
I tried to practice.
They call him
extension.
X. So anyway, I go and I find what song they're talking about, you know? And I listen to it. I'm like, okay, I see where people could draw like this comparison off of like the first two lines, whether it be the cadence or the rhyme pattern or whatever, you know. And I'm just like, yo, it's crazy that people think that after all this time, after all I've been through, that I'm the type of person to.
And I'm gonna say also that this is mainly the defense's case that Drake has something to do with this. Apparently, it's just crazy. And that big boy, but boy, he telling, boy.
Go pre some song that's on SoundCloud. It doesn't have like 2 plays. It has plays, you know, he has his cult following. And go and think that I'm gonna like take that and make it my own. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm not like a person like that.
Now, another thing I would say is, and salutes to Mo Kicks, who said it, Drake has admitted to having ghost writers. So when you have ghost writers, you have a potential for those ghost writers to take influence from other writers. And then you're just out here rapping the rap, and you don't even know you're jugging someone. So yeah, you might not even know you out here flowing, but your ghost writer done got you messed up. You never think.
But then X goes on to reveal that his team reached out to his manager literally a few weeks before that KMT snippet. So it's obvious Drake was capping and he fully knew what he was doing. And let's be honest, Drake stole the fuck out of X's flow, okay? And I can see why X is pissed. But at the same time, he was obviously doing it for publicity and was a genius for it, because if it can work. 2017, the beef cools, but 2018, X uploads a video onto YouTube called the Helping Hand Challenge. And the challenge is pretty self-explanatory. X donated clothes, consoles, money, etc. to people who needed it, and encouraged other people to do the same and post on Instagram with the hashtag the Helping Hand Challenge. And just within a month of this challenge, Drake drops what is arguably one of the most iconic music videos of all time, the music video for God's Plan. And in this video, Drake is giving out money and stuff to a bunch of random people. He flexes the budget for this video, which was $1 million, and good on Drake. But the thing that made X and other people think this was a sneak diss is, one, the fact that this was done in X's state, Florida, and secondly, the fact that Drake went into Instagram to say this isn't about hashtags or anything for clout.
I'm not into challenges on IG. I find them annoying, but today I'm going to challenge everyone to just go out and do something for someone, anything, the smallest thing, just to bring another human being some joy. And please tag me in it somehow so I can see other love being spread. You don't have to play the song in the background. I have some hashtag. This isn't about streams and all other tactics being used. Just be kind anyway. Drake's light skinned, right? And me being light skinned, like, I ain't gonna cap, bro. We sometimes are like that, man. Light skinned people we'll take hits and shit on the chin, but boy, be behind the scenes, orchestrating that. We don't let stuff go all the time. So who knows, Drake felt some type of way being accused, and then saw him, did that, and he decided to throw a little shot at X like that, going even further, dropping that God's plan in that video. We gon' but just keep watching, bro. Keep watching.
Out and streams, so X obviously responded saying that there isn't any need to diss my challenge. And about a week later, posted a picture of a fucking Drake lookalike with nut on his fucking face. Which I won't show it because I don't want to get fucking strike. This is important, but if you really care, you can probably search it and you'll find it. And that was really it. X was gone June 18th. And these theories that Drake killed X were in full force instantly, because right before X passed, he posted this on his story: "If anyone ever kills me, it's Drake. I'm snitching right now," which is super suspicious. I'm not even gonna deny it, okay? That's straight up.
But the reason why he posted that was because he did that picture of a fake Drake with nut on their face.
Weird. And this one, Drake and Blockboy JB had the hit "Look Alive," destroying the charts.
Here it goes.
The lyric 901
Listen.
Shelby Drive, "Look Alive, Look Alive" was spoken about.
There's some reaches in here. There's some reaches, but just pay attention.
Quite a bit, because at the time there was a rapper called Soulja Kid accused of being the murderer, because again, conspiracies were in full force. Because on his IG story, he posted himself eating somewhere a few minutes away from where X got shot. On top of this, the description that was provided by the dispatch call matched those of Soulja Kid and his people. And to make things worse, there was some BS tweets going around saying he snitched on himself, either that because he got hacked, or they were photoshopped, or was just cloud chasing, right? So basically at the time, everyone was convinced it was Soulja Kid who murked X. And in Look Alive, Drake says,
901 Shelby Drive, look alive.
Watch out, YouTube. We're just reacting. We're just reacting.
Look alive.
with the 901 Shelby Drive referring to a red Mustang. And of course, Soulja Kid and his boys had a picture of them by a red Mustang a day before the shooting. This was proven to be BS when the actual killers got convicted, but these rumors were out from day one. Soulja Kid was just
that's
at the
a
wrong
reach right
place
there.
at the wrong time, and the Look Alive lyric was just an unfortunate coincidence. Another rumor circulating from day one, which I think holds a lot more weight, is Drake's lyric on I'm Upset.
SMS, triple X. That's the only time I ever shoot below the neck. Why you keep on shooting if you know that nigga dead?
This was dropped a bit before X passed, but it was also posted on X's story saying if anyone tries to kill me, it's Drake. There's no real deciphering.
So this was shot. That was before he died. So, you know, once again a reach, but these lyrics are kind of
done this lyric because triple X obviously refers to XXXtentacions, and X was shot in the back of the neck. It's kind of creepy if you deep it how accurate it is. And this lyric from
Fair use.
Portland is another one people were saying was foreshadowing something.
Fighting everybody, which is ironic, cause your next album probably won't ever see the light of day.
People think Drake was premeditating stuff because this was during the beginning of their beef, and Drake was talking about what's ironic, you're calling me out for buying stuff, and he literally meant that your album won't come out because, you know, I'll have you fucking murked. Obviously, this is a massive reach because X dropped 2 albums after this, and also the fact it was probably in the Tory lanes according to Genius. But fast forward a few weeks later, Scorpion drops, and the song that raised a bunch of eyebrows is Mobtized.
Louis bags in exchange for body bags, yeah.
And at this point,
Louis
I
bags in the
really
state
don't
for
think
body
this is a
bag.
coincidence, but I'll touch more on this later, okay? X was obviously killed because he wouldn't give murderers a Louis Vuitton bag with cash in it. And a lot of people say this whole song is a reference to this, and that you should think twice before messing with Drake because of what he did to X. Because we even saw Kanye tweet similar to what X did, saying if anyone hurts me or my family, it's Drake. October 2018, the Sicko Mode music video drops, and you can see the scene of X getting crushed by a meteor. I'm not sure this time
Wait, what?
Drake is trying to reference he did it, but I think
Wait, what?
the scene of X getting
Oh my gosh! No, I didn't even peep that.
The Sicko Mode music video drops, and you can see the scene of X getting.
Wow. Hey, Shy, I was thinking the same thing. Like, and I ain't gonna lie to you, Shy. I don't think Drake ever just let that Pusha T stuff go. Like, I don't think the Pusha T thing is done. Now, it might be a minute. I don't know, because Pusha T, when you really compare every rapper out there, Pusha T really did, like, we seen what Drake did to Meat, and I kind of Drake won that, but Pusha, Adonis and yeah, but I did not know about this.
Crushed by a meteor.
So like I'm saying, I'm not trying to say he killed the man. I don't think that whatsoever, but he's definitely was sending shots that I did not know about.
I'm not sure this time Drake is trying to reference he did it, but I think this seems more like a sneak diss than anything. And I don't think this is a coincidence, but I also don't think it really links to the fact that Drake murdered X.
Exactly.
I think it's just a sneak diss.
Yeah. All right.
And
I'll be down.
this theory dies out for a while, nothing crazy, but there's a few more lyrics that come out from Drake recently I find really hard to call a coincidence, at least the second one. The first one is from Knife Talk, where he starts by saying,
Voodoo curse, it got him while I flew the Turks.
where was Drake when X got...
I'm live. What's up?
Voodoo curse, it got him while I flew the Turks.
that come out from Drake recently I find really hard to call a coincidence, at least the second one. The first one is from Knife Talk, where he starts by saying,
Voodoo curse, it got him while I flew the Turks.
where was Drake when X got murdered? Turks. He flew to fucking Turks. Again, a bit too wild of a coincidence for me. Same song, he says,
I hit up tell him do the for sure.
this is a bit more subtle, but I think it can be implied that he told his hitman to do the thing. Finally, he says,
Beef is live, spoiler alert, this nigga died.
and this one again is a pretty weird one to interpret, but given the rest of the lines in the song, I really can't help but assume it's directed at X. Obviously, they had beef, and obviously, unfortunately, X died. And usually I just call this a distasteful sneak diss, but with the previous two lines, I think it's hard to call it sneak diss, and it could be him bragging. Who knows? The lyric would do a 5, then do another one, you get 10. 3 10s is 3 X's in Roman numerals. And this is for
All right, that's too much breaking down. 310, but I like when it comes to the math and stuff, I'm like, nah, but
followed up by, if he held his tongue on that live, he'd be alive again. And I think this is obviously aimed at X. Maybe the first half you can call reach, but the second bit I really don't think you can deny that wasn't aimed at X. I think most of these lines are definitely referring to X, right? But did he murder him? I mean, on one hand, I do think these lines are way too specific and frequent to just be a coincidence. And when you consider Drake's influence, connections, and wealth, it becomes a real possibility.
bro, when you say I'm out of breath, bro, I got 3 flights of stairs, bro. Y'all don't be knowing that? 3 flights, bro. Carrying shit up and down.
But you also have to look at it from like an image perspective. If Drake keeps dropping hints to murdering X, even if he didn't do it, it builds up like a gangster image, because let's be honest, no one takes Drake fucking seriously. You've seen the memes. On top of building image, it's also going to drive streams due to its controversy. We saw it on BS. I think it's 50-50, but I'd like to assume Drake would be a bit smarter.
It ain't no
snitching on
50-50.
himself, given his fucking just life, you know. He's a freaking billionaire. He's
Salutes to
fucking
V, man.
bagging
Nah.
50 IG models a day, bro. He's not getting.
It's definitely not I don't think there's any percent whatsoever, but there are a lot of shots that were made. Now, there are, I think this is actually live right now too, the courtroom. I wonder